Every year, my friend Sawyer does a 24-hour charity live stream to raise money for suicide prevention. This year, I was asked to do a segment in The Sims, and since I am absolutely obsessed with the disaster that is Big Brother 27, I thought it would be really fun to try to do an entire game of Big Brother in The Sims. Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Ali, and if you enjoy this video and you want to see some more silly Sim shenanigans like this, then please consider subscribing. Additionally, if you are interested and willing to donate to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, I've also left the donation link down below. With that, let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce you to our lovely competitors, and then we will go over the rules, and then we'll get started. So this is Bloody Daddy. He's like an evil vampire. He has an actual name. His name is Vladis, I can't even pronounce it. His name is Bloody Daddy. That's all you need to know. He is evil, a music lover, a loner. So I think he's gonna cause some drama, because I have some traits that should make them fight more. As you can see here, romance and fighting is boosted, and then I also have that they're in a club that makes romance and fighting boosted. So I'm hoping that we'll get some drama going on, and I think Bloody Daddy will be a big proponent of that. Moving on to our next competitor, we have the actually iconic Dina Caliente, one of the Caliente sisters. She's a queen. Look at her. She's iconic. We love her. She's romantic, ambitious, and materialistic. She's a legend. We love her. She's here to win that money. Next up, we have Akira Kibo, who's here to be hot. This is the sim that everyone has babies with because he's attractive. He is jealous, self-assured, and romantic. We have lots of romance going on, so I think that'll be spicy. I'm hoping that we'll have some cheating and affairs. Next up, we have the aforementioned E. E is here to represent Project E. They are mean, erratic, and active. I basically just set them up to do really well because a lot of the challenges are physical, but also be a little bit insane. Next up, we have Don Lothario, who is like the biggest, I can't think of a nice word to say for him without cursing. So he gets around a lot, and we love him for that, except we don't. He is non-committal, romantic, and self-assured. Again, I think he's gonna cause some drama. I think he's gonna be one of the people flirting around and getting himself into trouble. But whenever I do these challenges, he tends to do really good. So if you're looking for kind of like a villainous person to root for, Don Lothario is your guy. Next up, we have kind of a wild card. I don't think the sim is very popular. We have Siobhan Fires, however you say her last name. She's here because she reminds me of Ashley, who's currently on Big Brother, and she's just like a little bit of a girl boss, a little bit of, you know, she's that girl. I don't know. She doesn't really need the money, but she's here to win it anyways. She is ambitious, self-assured, and an insider. And yeah, I think she's going to do really well because largely how this is going to work is part of the club system in The Sims 4. And next up, we have Lilith Pleasant, another iconic OG Sims townie. She's a bit of a rebel, as you can see. She's kind of an outcast compared to the rest of the group. She is a slob, a kleptomaniac, and a loner. And again, I think she's just kind of a wild card. I'm kind of curious to see how she does. And last, and potentially least, we have the, quote, most boring sim in the world, Bob Pancakes. He is a slob, a gloomy, and a loner. I don't know why he has this trait, but he can have it as a treat. He is just kind of a guy. He's just kind of a normal guy. And I think that will either do really well for him in this house full of crazy people or make him go home first. I guess we'll find out. Basically, how this is gonna work is we're gonna, every day is kind of a new round. So we'll start the day off with the HOH or head of household competition. And the winner of that competition will get to be the leader of the club. That basically means that people are inclined to like them and they have the power for this week. After that, all the Sims will have 24 hours to do whatever they want. They can eat, they can sleep, they can take care of themselves, they can fight, they can do literally whatever they want. It's up to them. After that 24-hour period, the person who is the head of household will nominate the 3 people they have the lowest relationship with, and those 3 people will be up for eviction. Then, those 3 people who are nominated will compete in a competition. The winner of that will be safe, and then the other house guests will vote on who will go home out of the other 2 people left. And how that will work is I'm going to look at all the relationships and see, you know, who has the most relationship points, and that will count as like a vote. It'll kind of make sense as we do it. And another fun thing that we're going to do is no one's actually going to leave the house. They're going to just stay and we just won't play with them. They won't compete or anything. They'll just stay exactly as they are. But then at the end, when we're down to just 2 people left, when we're down to our final 2, all of the people who have been eliminated will vote on the winner based on who they like more. But you guys will also get to vote on who you would like to win out of the final 2. So TLDR, if none of that made sense, that's okay. Buckle up, pick a favorite, and strap in, because it is time for the very first head of household competition. So I thought since this is like an art-themed Project E, it would only be fitting that our very first competition was who can do the best painting. So everyone's gonna come to an easel and they're gonna paint a small painting, and whoever is able to paint the most expensive painting will become the first head of household. Oh dang, Bloody Daddy's already gotten a little frisky over here, okay. All right, let's look at traits real quick. I think, again, like I was saying, I don't think anyone has artistic. Lilith, maybe? No. Yeah, no one has artistic, but Vladdy's a music lover, so I can see him doing pretty well. Let's see if anyone's making the same thing. We got Vladdy. I can't even tell what he's making. Dina's making something kind of purple, maybe like a flower. That's kind of cute. Akira's doing like some kind of animal. Lilith's doing like a little still life. We got another purple flower. Got a little horse from Bob. Bob's kind of slaying. Okay. Another purple flower. And then the same kind of brownish blob that that Vladdy's doing. Oh, we have our first finisher. Okay, Bob is done. And Bob made a painting for $47, which I feel like is not a lot, considering it costs $50 to make the painting. E made a painting worth $49, so E is now our new front runner. Dina's is $45. Okay, so E is still the front runner. An E head of household right off the bat would be kind of crazy. I'm very down for it. All right, Lilith. Oh, nope. Lilith is now our new reigning champ with a $50 painting. Dawn is 47, and I'm very curious to see, because I think Lilith's gonna be kind of an outcast, so I don't know if she's gonna be able to build good relationships, so I really don't know what's gonna happen. We'll have to see. So Akira has 42, so he is still not going to overpass that. Vladdy, oh, Vladdy with the 53! Vladdy with the 53, okay, that's why he had to take his shirt off, he had to get ready. He had to get ready to paint a masterpiece. You know, Siobhan's taking her time, but she's a perfectionist, so she might do better. Oh, she dislikes painting? I'm gonna make it a rule that whenever we get these pop-ups that's like, this sim is feeling like this, we have to say yes. If it's good, if it's bad, it doesn't matter, we have to say yes. So sure, you can dislike painting. All right, let's see. You dislike painting, but yep, not enough. Okay, so our first head of household is going to be King Vladdy Daddy. So that's kind of out of nowhere. I feel like poor Lilith was kind of robbed. Vladdy's our leader. We will now start a club gathering. So now these sims are more likely to prank each other, be mean, be romantic, clean, and then be friendly. So hopefully we'll get some good drama. Looks like we got some people talking, whatever. Although honestly, it doesn't really matter right now how anyone feels about each other, except for Vladdy Daddy, who has kind of just gone away. He's kind of just doing his own thing. Right now, everyone has like about the same relationship, so it doesn't really matter. But we will see at Monday at 9 a.m. what his thoughts are, who he doesn't like. The giant eggplant, it just sends me every time. I can't get used to it. Ooh, E is now attracted to Lilith. Ooh, okay. Do we ship it? Do we ship it, guys? I kind of ship it. They're both wearing purple. I kind of could see that. I think they'd be a cute little couple. Oh, Bob. Okay, personal space, buddy. That's kind of rude. Oh, this also means that Vladdy Daddy gets access to the head of household room, and he gets a big feast, and he's not a vampire, so that'll actually be great. So go ahead and serve yourself an assortment there, buddy, and then we're going to lock for everyone but Vlad. So he gets a nice fancy little bed, he gets his own room, and he gets this private feast. So far, everyone's just like friendly, and if that's the case, I will get rid of friendly, because I don't want friendly. I want drama, I want romance, I want angst. I mean, I guess they can— oh my god! Ah! Okay. That escalated real quickly. All right, we already got some drama. Okay, it looks like Lilith won, just standing still. E's attracted to everyone. Oh my goodness. E tried to do like a dip kiss, but Vlad was not having it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I'm good on the drama. I was just saying I wanted more drama, and The Sims delivered, and I appreciate that. Okay, but these two seem to be broing out, so it's not all doom and gloom. Oh, but E is not attracted to Don Lothario. Okay, and Lilith and Dina seem to be good. Vladdy is so unbothered. Wait, why do you have two outfits where you're shirtless? This is your swimwear. Why? Okay. You know, Vladdy, I respect you. Oh my gosh! Lilith! Okay, I was kind of right about Lilith causing drama. Maybe it's actually like a good thing that Lilith is not the first head of household, because she wanted to put up everyone in the house. Oh, but she lost that time. Okay, Akira won. Out of curiosity, I don't even think Vlad's relationships have really changed. Yeah, so he's kind of neutral with everyone. Oh, Akira and E aren't even mad at each other. I will say I do have fighting as a club activity, so they might just fight and like it not be a negative thing. But I think that, I mean, honestly, Lilith and Siobhan, they've only gone down a little bit because everyone starts at 15. So they're not as mad as you would think. So far, we have no like real enemies. Oh my gosh, okay. But again, I think these are like platonic fights, to my understanding. Oh, I don't know, they're getting like negative sentiments though. So like we can see how they might like say they're okay with that sim, but like let's go look at Siobhan's real quick. Okay, like Siobhan is like grudging after a fight. So like there's a little bitter stuff. You know what I mean? That might come into play, but not right now. We're just gonna hang out. I can actually see these three hanging out. These three, like, I think in real life would like be an alliance, but this is The Sims, so who knows if they actually will. But they're kind of like the cool kids, I would say. Okay, Lilith and Dawn getting along. That's kind of interesting. Oh my god, E has romance. Oh my god, E and Bob Pancakes flirting? Wait, Pancakes, eggplant? I don't know. Oh, whoa! No way. Are y'all going to woohoo? What's going on? I love the clubs, dude. They just cause so much drama. They are, oh, E is very attracted to Bob. Bob, how are you feeling? Bob's not really attracted to E, but they're lovebirds. Okay, Dina and Siobhan. Oh, Lilith is feeling unflirty. Sure, you can be unflirty. Whatever you want, girl. I do think these fights are not as, they look very dramatic. I don't think they're actually dramatic, but that's okay. Oh my god, E is now fighting. I can't even tell. Is that Akira? I'm gonna count, like, if they have the same relationship as someone, but someone has, like, a negative sentiment about someone, that'll, like, impact it. So, like, for example, if Siobhan has both like a 7 relationship with both Dina and Lilith, but she has a negative sentiment towards Lilith, then she'd put up Lilith over Dina. If that makes sense. All right, let's turn up the speed a little bit. There's just so much happening. So far, no one's like attempting to cook or pee or anything. And they totally can, I think, I hope. Oh, Bob has romance again. Who are you flirting with this time, Bob? Oh, with Dina. Okay, Bob's getting around. Everyone wants a pancake. I'm also surprised that they're all just like hanging out in this one spot, because this is like a pretty big lot. I don't know. Oh, okay. Vladdy's getting into... Who are you fighting with? You were fighting with no one. Oh my gosh, guys. Vladdy, have you made any relationships? No. Vladdy, I feel like you need to be talking to some people. Otherwise, I'm not sure who will put up, but that's okay. He's a fighter. He loves getting into fights. And now they're flirting. E and Siobhan, love story? No love story. No love here. But honestly, again, because the fighting is part of a club activity, it's like a very platonic thing. Or maybe it isn't. I don't even have fighting as an activity. Why are they all fighting? Because they aren't like gaining negative relationships. So I don't know. Whatever. Okay, lots of people are going to bed, which is good. It's midnight. We'll see who doesn't. E is energized at past midnight now, so E might not go to sleep, which I don't know if that will be good for them. Why are you sleeping in the hot tub? Dude, you have a perfectly good bunk bed. Actually, no, wait. You have a perfectly good whatchamajig. You have a perfectly good fancy bed. Whoa. Lilith! Okay. Do we think Lilith is trying to like seduce E over here? Oh, E is not interested if that's the case, so. Oh, is E gonna swim? Waterlogged eggplant time? Yes. Okay, T-minus an hour and a half for Vladdy Daddy to make his decision. Oh, we got, is that Siobhan in there trying to make some last minute connections with Vladdy Daddy? That might actually save her from going up on the block. Okay, it's officially 9 a.m. Stop the clock, stop everything. Oh, Akira has a -2. E has a 5, so Akira's on the block. Okay, 7, 12, 2, 9, 7. Okay, so our 3 people going on the block are Akira with a -2, E with a 5, and Lilith with a 2. Right, I think everyone else is above that. Yep. All right, so Akira, E, and Lilith are going to now compete in a competition. And the winner will be safe, and the other 2 people will be voted out by the rest of the house guests. So, that competition is going to be a very friendly game of horseshoes. And then I just want Lilith, E, and Akira to come here, get teleported. How did you... Okay. I love The Sims 4. It's definitely a working game, for sure. All right, the winner of this will be safe, and then we'll have to see what the other house guests think of these guys. And if there's ever a tiebreaker vote needed, it'll be the HOH who breaks it. Okay, E's off to a start. Not a good one, but a start, for sure. Oh, Akira's gonna piss himself. All right, Akira, can you bring it back? Can you actually land a horseshoe on the horseshoe? No, does not look like it. And I hope these guys are taking care of their needs and stuff, because right after this ends, we'll have the next HOH competition. E badly needs to sleep. Well, E should have thought about that. I think E, like, quit the game. Hang on. Did they all just lose? I'm so confused. Okay, well, we'll see who can even play again, because I think right now their needs are so bad they can't play. Which is a them problem, in my humble and always correct opinion. I'll just take the person that Vladdy had the best relationship with, and I'll take them out. Since that's... If it doesn't work, I think that'll be the rule. So, Vladdy had the next best relationship with... Not Akira. I believe it actually was with E. It is, in fact, with E. So, E, you can be safe. I'll allow it. So, it's going to be between Akira and Lilith. Let's see. Oh, I can already tell that Siobhan's going to vote for Lilith. Yes. Okay. That's 1 vote against Akira. 20 versus 14. That's 1 vote against Lilith. 17 versus 23. That's another vote against Lilith. 11 versus 20. That's another vote against Lilith. And I think with that, Lilith is going to be evicted, unfortunately, which is so sad. She went from, you know, almost HOH to evicted. 22 and 20. Yeah, that's another vote against Lilith. So unfortunately, Lilith is the first person evicted from the Big Brother house. This is so sad. So all that's going to mean is that Lilith will not participate in competitions, but like she's still going to be in the house. She's still going to be around. Don't worry. And that's like how the rounds will work. I think they'll get faster and faster from here now that we kind of have a setup going. Maybe I'll give them like an hour to take care of needs. You'll have until 3 p.m. and then we'll do our next challenge. So you better use your time carefully because if you pass out, you're just a loser. Yeah, it annoys me when the Sims don't take care of themselves and then fail at the competition. So that's just like an automatic loss. All right, it is now 3 p.m. Let me set up our next challenge. Our next challenge is going to be a future cube challenge. That's basically like a magic 8-ball in the Sims universe. And basically, if they get a positive outcome, they will stay safe. And if they get a negative outcome, they will be immediately eliminated. Everyone ask a question. Wow, you have so much to look forward to. Okay, so Akira is safe. Things look so very hopeless. Oh well, Vladdy Daddy has been eliminated. So Vladdy Daddy, you can get out of the dungeon here. But you will not be head of household, so you could be in danger, buddy. E, your turn's next. Ask a question. And Dina, you can go ahead and ask a question too. Oh, okay. Siobhan's just going for it. It is decidedly so. I think that's positive. Or it's like neutral enough it can stay. The cube abides. I think that's neutral. Things are gonna be just fine, I promise. So it is decidedly so. I think they're both safe. Don't be daft. Of course not. Okay, I think Dawn is officially out then. This is not the most scientific challenge. I'm going off of vibes, how I feel about the answer to the question. All right, so goodbye, Dawn. Get out of here. Get out of there. Thank you. From the top, with Dina as our first person still in the game, ask a question, and Akira you can go to, ask a question. That's not important. What's important is that you're a champion. Okay, so she's safe. Akira, are you gonna be safe? Ha 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 ha, no. All right, then goodbye, Akira. Bob, ask a question. Siobhan, ask a question. And E, ask a question. Okay, looks like E's gonna go first. So E says, I guess. Okay, you're safe, I guess. Siobhan, it is decidedly so. And Bob, things look so very hopeless. Oh, devastating. Bob, I'm sorry, you have been eliminated. Go away. All right, back at the top, we still got Dina. So it's gonna be Dina, E, or Siobhan. So Dina got an, don't be daft, of course not. So Dina has been eliminated. If one of these guys gets a positive and the other one gets a negative. Ha ha ha, no. Okay, so if Siobhan also gets a negative, I'll let Dina back in and they'll try again. But if Siobhan gets it, okay, nope, just kidding. Dina, come back in here. Sorry. Prank, you gotta do it all over again. You're a champion, don't be daft, of course not, is, okay. I think those two are out, and I think Dina wins, because Dina was the first one to have it done. So I think that means that Dina is our new head of household. So Dina will have until 9 a.m. tomorrow to socialize, and we'll see who she's gonna put up. Taking a look at her relationships, I think she's gonna end up, okay, 11 with Siobhan, 18 with Dawn, 19 with E. Lilith is out, unfortunately. Bob has a 36 with all that added together. Vlad has a 7, and Akira has a 19. So it's looking like Vlad, Siobhan, and Dawn, I think, are going to be her nominations. But we'll see. A lot can change. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it looks like Dina's kind of being a little rude to Siobhan, which makes sense because Siobhan's one of the people she doesn't really like. So I think it seems like Dina's target this week is Siobhan. Siobhan feels romantically reserved. Sure, you can be. Oh, but they're kind of flirting. So what's going on? Interesting. Ooh, okay, Bob and Siobhan are kind of getting close. We got some sleepers. I think that's good. I'm glad E is sleeping because they did not really sleep last night. Okay, most people are just taking, oh, did you guys already break the toilet? No, it's just gross. Thank you, Vladdy Dotty, cleaning the toilet. What a king. Oh, are Dina and Bob kind of flirting? If I had to guess any two people who would get together, I would not have picked these two, but honestly, good for them. Good for them. Ooh, but they're kind of awkward now. Uh-oh. Dina Queen, I know you're safe, but you might want to sleep. Okay, you're making me worried for you. Bob is like a social butterfly. I'm actually like really proud of Bob. I feel like he's not usually, but he has 2 romantic interests. He has illness. Well, that's a him problem. We don't have healthcare at the Big Brother house here, all right? Okay, I would not go outside in the thunderstorm, Bob. I would not do that. I don't think that's the brightest idea. Ooh, okay, Vladdy seems to be pleading his case because oh. I don't think he's pleading his case well, though. Yeah, I think Vladdy's definitely gonna be up for nomination. All right, it's officially 9 a.m. Let's see. Vladdy has 4. Bob is good. Dawn should be good. Lilith is out. I think it's gonna be Bob, Siobhan for sure. Ooh, and then Akira with the 18. So it's gonna be Vladdy, Siobhan, and Akira fighting for their lives. And by fighting for their lives, I mean playing a game of Jenga. Should I make them play it outside in the rain? I feel like that's mean, but I also feel like they're up for eviction, so I can be a little mean. We'll see if they actually do it. Let's see. Okay, and it's Vladdy, Siobhan, Akira. I'm worried Vlad's gonna die. I'm gonna go ahead and clear that moodlet because I don't want him to die of being a vampire when he's not a vampire. Oh my gosh. He might die of just stupidity. Is he dead? No. Okay. I got so scared for a second, actually. Eviction or execution? See, okay, so usually I do executions, but I decided that wasn't like the vibe of this charity event. So we're just doing evictions today. We're being kind. Usually these are fights to the death. So these sims should all be lucky that they're in this challenge and not a different one. Okay. Again, if this works, like the last one didn't work, but hopefully this will work. And the person who wins will be evicted. Okay, let's see. Oh, good job, Akira. Okay. Oh my god! Okay, if someone does die though, that's on them. Because I'm not even trying to kill these sims. If they die on their own, that's their own fault. Okay, Akira keeps knocking it over. I think Akira's lost like every time. I'm hoping a winner will be crowned, otherwise I'll just have Vladdy and Siobhan do it. Oh, Vladdy knocked it over that time. So I think right now Siobhan's winning because Siobhan's never knocked it over. All right, we're getting close. Oh, you can like Spirit Sims, I guess. Okay, I think Siobhan won because she never knocked it down. I think that's what I'm thinking happened. Yes, she won. Don't weak the llama. So Siobhan is safe. So the house guests are going to vote between Vladdy and Akira. So Dina is going to vote against Vlad. So that's 1 vote against Vlad. That is Akira. Okay. Lilith can't vote. So we have 1 vote against Vlad. 12 versus... That's 2 votes against Vlad. Uh-oh. That's going to be a 3rd vote against Vlad. Oh, Siobhan's close to both of them. 34. That is a 4th vote against Vlad. And a 5th vote against Vlad. So unanimously, Vlad has been evicted. Rest in peace, my sweet prince. So that means Lilith and Vlad are out. Everyone else is in. And now it is time for the third head of household competition. We're playing a juice pong. Maybe I think I'm gonna turn off the rain. I think the rain was good for dramatic effect during the elimination, but now it's annoying me. So I will simply say no rain for the next couple hours. We're gonna just do them based on who they're next to. So it's gonna be Dina versus Akira. Go for it. Bob and Dawn. And then Siobhan versus E. All right, go forth, gamers. A fire! Y'all, please! Lilith! Okay, yes, I know. Can we resume our eggs and toast? Can we chill out? Anyways, back to this. Okay, so far it looks like Dawn's winning over here, Akira's winning over here, and they're tied over here. But pretty even games. Oh, okay, I think that is Bob eliminated. So Dawn moves on to the next round. So Dawn wins with a score of 4. Siobhan won with a score of 4. So Dawn and Siobhan have won. I'm gonna kick these guys out so I don't get confused. Okay, great. And then honestly, Dawn and Siobhan, y'all can go ahead and start. Okay, and I think Dina is out now. Let's see. Oh no, she's still in it. She's still kicking. Okay, good job, queen. Okay, Akira wins with a score of 4. So Akira will play the winner. So Dina, you can be free. Or should I have like a wild card come in to play, should I have like Lilith or Vladdy come in to play Akira? Who should I send against Akira? Should it be Vladdy or Lilith? Lilith? Okay. She's sad anyway. She got evicted. She's sad. Let's let her play Juice Pong as a treat. She deserves it. Who is that? Oh, that's E. I've never seen E de-eggplanted. That was like stressful. Oh, Lilith is not doing too good. I forgot Lilith was just set on fire. Listen, I know you're having a bit of a traumatic day, but it's okay. Go play Juice Pong against Akira. And if Akira wins, he'll play the winner of this. If Akira loses, then just the winner of this game will matter. All right, looks like Dawn's winning over here. And there's a tie over there. Ooh, Lilith might beat Akira. Okay, Dawn Lothario won. So it's either going to be Dawn Lothario or Dawn versus Akira. I'm thinking Lilith's going to win, though. I think Lilith's doing really good. Okay, so that means Dawn is our new head of household, though. And that means that he doesn't have a lot of time. He only has until 9 a.m. as always. So, hypothetically, if Dawn was going to put up these people right now, Dina has 21, Bob has 20, 21, 23. Vlad's out, Lilith's out, Siobhan. Okay, so has kind of some tough decisions because he's kind of close with everyone. But I think it would be Nina, Bob, and Akira because I think everyone else is higher. Yep, it would need Nina, Bob, and Akira unless something changes. So we got 12 hours to hang out until Dawn has to make his nominations. It is kind of nice to keep the Sims that we have been eliminated still here. Because again, usually I just kill them. So it's kind of nice that they're alive still. So far, we're doing pretty good because the only two people who aren't asleep in the bed right now, besides Akira, are the two people who have been eliminated. Everyone's waking up. We got Dawn and Dina talking. Maybe trying to. Oh, okay. I was gonna say maybe recovering the relationship. I don't know if that was that. I don't think that was. Ooh, ooh, oh, ooh. Yeah, Dina. I don't think that's gonna work out for you, babe. I don't think he's into you like that, unfortunatally. Which is kind of ironic if you know the Sims 2 lore. Oh my gosh, Dawn Lothario, the biggest man, I can't say the next part of that word. He wants to be romantically reserved, and he can. Sure. Okay. And with that, it's time for Dawn to make his nominations. So, Dina has an 18, Bob has a 19, Bob's gone down. Akira has a 21, E has a 22, and Siobhan has a 40. So it's gonna be Akira, Dina, and Bob competing. This challenge, basically what they're gonna do is they're gonna forage 5 times, and whoever gets the most expensive amount of stuff that they forage will be safe, and everyone else will be, that's who will be eliminated. I know, imagine being so bad at flirting you make Dawn Lothario rethink his life choicing. Like, that's embarrassing. Dawn Lothario would flirt with the bush. Like, Dawn Lothario does not care. Okay, so we'll do them one at a time. So you get 5 forages, Bob. Make them count, buddy. You got a $5 thing for his first one. Oh my god, the girls are fighting. Ooh, Dina and Akira have an unpredictable romance dynamic. Sure, that's fun. He found a green pea, so he has $8 worth of stuff. I don't think he found anything. Bob's not doing too good. $8 is kind of embarrassing. I can't lie. Okay, so he got 8 plus, that's $14. He got $14 worth of stuff. All right, Bob, you can go away. Oh my gosh, the girls are fighting. All right, let's go forage here. Forage here, forage here, and forage here, and one more for good measure. Forage here. I guess I can have Akira do it at the same time. It doesn't really matter. Okay, Dina got a lump of moss, and Akira got some sage. I'll just let them forage, and we'll add them up at the end. Dina's not doing great, but she's doing better than Bob, I think. Bob had 14, and I think she's already past that. So Bob's at the bottom right now. And, oh, Akira's even worse than that. Akira only has $6 worth of stuff. So far it's gonna be Bob and Akira, unless something dramatically changes. Ooh, but Akira just found a frog. Oh, it's only worth $10 though. That's actually not that exciting. Oh, you know what? And Akira even has this thing that makes him better at finding collectibles. But so far he's the worst at it, so I don't know how well that's working out for him. Well, he's beating Bob. That's not saying much, but he is beating Bob. Okay, are you done foraging? Okay, so Dina has 3, 6, 15, 16, so she beats Bob. And Akira has 16 as well. Okay, so they're each gonna forage one more time. So Dina found an aura petal worth $7, and Akira found nothing. Oh, unless he's not done yet. Are you done? Akira found a lemon worth $6, but that means Dina is safe because she found the most amount of stuff. So it's going to be between Akira and Bob for eviction. So Dina is going to vote. Let's see. It was Akira and Bob, right? Okay, so that's a 32 versus... Ooh, both of her romantic interests versus a 33. Oh, wait, that's crazy. Just by a 1 point difference. Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so Dina is going to vote against Akira. Yes, I'm doing math right. That's 23 and that's 22. Yeah. Okay, so Dina's going to vote against Akira. So that's 1 vote against Akira. Okay, Siobhan's going to vote against Bob. So it's 1 for each of them. And that's definitely... No, wait, no. I'm getting confused who it is. It's Akira. So that's another vote for Akira. So I think Akira is gone because Dom would only need to vote in the event of a tie and everyone else is out. So I think Akira has been eliminated, unfortunately. Rest in peace, King. I didn't realize that was like a fight for your life right there. You were one lemon short, $1 away. So with that, we can move on to the next competition. This one's a fun one because we get to use the much beloved and also beloathed Sims 4 item of the cupcake machines. We're gonna do a fun little challenge where we see who can make the most cupcakes. I'm only gonna give them like, I don't know, 3 machines. We'll see who really is fighting for it. Okay, what time is it? It's 12. I'll give them until, how about until 5 p.m.? I think that's a good amount of time. All right, so these 5, all they have in here is cupcakes. That's all they can do. And we'll see who makes the most cupcakes by the time 5:30 rolls around. From my understanding, the Sims usually love the cupcake machines, so I'm hoping we'll get people. Okay, Dina's like, I almost went home. I'm not doing that again. Okay, so Dina and Bob are both baking 1 batch of cupcakes. Good job, gamers. So Dina and Bob each have 1. Oh, are Don and Bob flirting? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. No, they were not flirting. I misinterpreted that. I misinterpreted the signs. Oh, they were flirting though. They're also unpredictable. Oh, that's fun. Bob has at least 3 romantic interests, right? Yeah. Dang, that's crazy. And also so far only Dina and Bob have made pancakes. Oh my gosh, made cupcakes. So I think if no one else has by 5, I'll kick everyone else out and see who makes them first. And that will be the winner. Oh, no. I thought Siobhan was going to come in for the win. Okay, it is past 5, so I'm going to kick everyone out but Dina and Bob. All right, the first person to use the cupcake machine will win head of household. So far, nothing. Oh, there we go. Dina for the win. All right, so Dina is our head of household. Excellent job, Dina. And Dina has about 12 hours for nominations. I think actually Dina is my new winner's pick. I think Dina's gonna do really well. I think she has good relationships with people. She's doing good in the competitions. Like, I think Dina is who I'm predicting is the winner. So Bob has a 25, Dawn has a 21, Siobhan has a 6, and E has a 17. So it's looking like it's going to be, I did that math right. It's gonna be Dawn, Siobhan, and E, most likely, fighting for their lives. But I don't know. So, oh, look, Dina's the first. Oh, I think she's going in there to cry. But I was going to say she's the first person smart enough to use the nice fancy bed. But you know what? Honestly, if you're going to cry, you might as well do it in the gold room. I respect it. That is very Dina Caliente. Dina, like, really wants to flirt, but no one will flirt with her, which I kind of feel bad about. Poor girl. Also, can we talk about the fact that Vladdy Daddy is, like, ripped? He does not need to be that buff. Vladdy, I don't know why Vladdy will just not sleep in the bed and he only sleeps in the hot tub. It's kind of like a power move. T-minus 4 more hours. I'm curious to see if Dina will talk to any of these people that she has low relationships with. Oh, she does not seem happy. Ooh, okay, Dina and Akira kind of have beef, but Akira is already eliminated, so it doesn't really matter. Ooh, the girls are like fighting. They do not like each other. All right, it is officially 9 a.m. It is time. Dina, who are you? Oh my gosh. Dang. She and Akira are over. Dawn has 12, so I think Dawn's gonna be nominated. Bob has 34. Siobhan has 6. And E has 17. So it's going to be Dawn, Bob, and E up for eviction. And this one is going to be a very creative challenge. They're going to carve bonsai trees, and we'll judge who has the best bonsai tree. Yeah, Dakira is over. Dakira, rest in peace, Dakira shippers. I've always been a Dob shipper myself, Dina and Bob. We will see who comes up with the best bonsai shape. And if there's not a clear winner, I might have y'all vote. If they all do different things, obviously. Oh, okay. I think Siobhan is eliminated because she failed. And it looks like this is like a pretty good tree, E. E, you kind of slayed, actually. Okay, we'll have to see how Dawn does. But so far, E is safe. Ooh, okay. All right, chat, what do we think? Do we like the tall tree from Dawn or the kind of leaning over artistic tree from E? Leaning for sure. Okay, we got 1 vote for leaning. 2 votes for leaning. I kind of agree. I think the tall one is like simpler, but the leaning one is like, that like takes skill, I think. 4. All right, perfect. So that means E is our winner. So E is safe. I'm so proud of E. I really didn't think they'd make it this far, honestly. Okay, we're actually also running out of people who are going to vote. Because the only people who are eligible to vote would be Bob and E. So, and they're voting between Don and Siobhan. Okay, so Bob is going to vote against Don, so that's 1 vote against Don. E is going to vote between Siobhan and Don. I think Don wins. So that's a tie, meaning now Dina has to vote between Don and Siobhan. Their names rhyming makes this very complicated. And I think that means that Siobhan is going to get evicted because 6 versus 12. So unfortunately, Siobhan has been evicted. So we have Lilith, Vladdy, Akira, Siobhan evicted, and Dina, Don, Bob, and E still in. So we are getting down to it. It is the final 4. And I think a fun, dramatic game to play with our final 4 is going to be a game of skill. It's going to be a game of accuracy. It's going to be a game of darts. Let me build a wall real quick. I know, I'm really surprised with the group that we have left. E, Dina, Bob, and Don. Like, that's like such a random collection of people, but I'm very proud. I'm very happy about that. Okay, we're gonna do 2 games of 2, and then the winners will play against each other. So it's gonna be Dina versus Don, and then E versus Bob. Ooh, E got 3, okay. Oh, Dina didn't do very well. Oh my gosh, E has 5? I think Don's gonna win, unless Dina has like a big comeback. And then somehow Bob actually has had a pretty good comeback. But I think E is kind of cracked. E is really, oh my gosh, E has 9 points. That's insane. Don has 9 points. Oh, so Don beat Dina 9-5. And I think it's pretty clear that E won. E beat Bob 9-6. So we're gonna have Don and E compete. And if your needs are too bad that you can't play, that's a you problem. Yeah, okay, E's too uncomfortable. I'm sorry, guys. Don is the dart machine. Don is playing darts like nobody's business. So unfortunately, I think E is not head of household. That means Don is head of household. And unfortunately, because there's only 4 people left, we don't even have to worry about who's gonna get nominated because there's only 3 people left in the game. So Don's gonna nominate all of them. So Don is safe. Everyone else is potentially on the chopping block. And whoever wins this final little competition that we have between the last 3, that person will basically decide who goes home. So it's a very high stakes competition here. So I'm going to let everyone leave, and at 9 a.m. we'll start that competition. That's very exciting. I don't want to look at relationships anymore because I want it to be kind of a surprise when we get to finale night or whatever. So we'll have to see. I'm very curious to see what ends up happening. E, you need to take care of your needs. Oh, that's the saddest little eggplant I've ever seen. I'm sorry, E. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think my 2 top picks that I'd like to see win are Dina and E. Hopefully, you know, one of them will survive, but I hope they both survive. Although I like Bob too, don't get me wrong. Bob's a good guy. Vladdy loves sleeping in that hot tub. Maybe it's like a coffin? Is a hot tub like a coffin? Who's to say? And look, we've had several people cook and not start fires, so take notes, Lilith. Are they cuddling? Or, oh my gosh, yo! All right, we got like 11 hours until Judgment Day. Or 11, a little hot tub party. How cute. I'm noticing less people sleeping though, which I think is kind of dumb. Go to sleep, guys. You have to fight for your lives tomorrow. What are you doing? Okay, well, Dina went to bed. That's good. I'm proud of her. That's what I wanted her to do. I would need her to lock in for tomorrow. Ooh, okay. I think Dawn's trying to get Lilith's jury vote here. All right, we just have 2 more hours left before the final competition. Or not the final competition, but the final, like, I don't know, blockbuster, veto, whatever you want to call this. Sure, Bob can be a foodie. That makes sense. Bob is a chef in the normal game. Oh, shoot, it's 9 a.m. Okay. All right, I'm gonna need E, Dina, and Bob over here. This is actually gonna be kind of a relevant challenge. We're gonna be seeing who can cook the best meal. So the people who have been cooking this whole time, will see some benefit from that. So I think Bob actually might have an advantage now that he is a foodie. So they're gonna get the cheapest everything. That's all they get. And we will let them go 1 at a time. So Dina, why don't you go first? So I would like you to cook. What are we gonna make? Let's have them all make a grilled cheese. I feel like that's standard, simple. Make a grilled cheese. And if they set it on fire, it's an automatic loss. All right, Dina, don't let me down. Come on, Dina. Okay, Dina made a normal quality grilled cheese. Okay, cool. All right, Bob, why don't you go next? Dina, can you not stand right in front of the stove? Disruptive queen, truly. Yeah, can you guys give Bob some space here? Yeah, because if Bob can pull like out a great grilled cheese, then he'll not only get to be safe, but he'll also get to choose who goes home. So that's a lot of power. Okay, Bob made a a normal grilled cheese. Okay. Okay. Let's see if E can also make a normal grilled cheese. Bob, please. Guys, please. Oh, he's gonna piss himself. This is so unhygienic. Don't piss yourself in the kitchen where we're cooking. All right, what is this? This is normal. Well, crap. Okay, well, let's make it harder this time. So starting again with Dina. I'll let everyone but the person who's actually cooking go enjoy themselves. And also get out of my way What's like a hard thing? Let's make a cake. I like a cake. Let's make a cake. And if they all tie again, I have a different challenge we can do. Okay, Dina just reached level 2. Okay, so normal quality cake from Dina. Bob, come here. Bobbert. All right, then I want you to cook a cake. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Oh, I think he made an excellent cake. Okay, Bob made an excellent cake. So Bob will be safe and win unless E can also make an excellent cake, which I don't know how likely that is. But I have faith in E. I have faith. I also have no idea who Bob would evict, so that's kind of exciting. All right, so E, get your butt in here. The last cake. Will E be good enough to make an excellent cake? I really don't think so, but I don't know. I know we have a lot of E truthers in the chat, so I hope that E does it. All right, moment of truth. All right, it is a normal cake, so that means Bob wins, and Bob will be the sole vote to evict either Dina or E. Ooh, I think it's gonna be E. We got 28 for Dina and 61 for E. So unfortunately, my girl, Dina Caliente, has been evicted. That means our final 3 is Don Lothario, Bob Pancakes, and E. Guys, E did it. E made it to the final 3. I will let them have the rest of the time to take care of themselves, and at 9 a.m. we will have our final competitions and vote. So good job, E. E is now my official winner's pick. Everyone, I'm so proud of E, guys. I'm really proud of them. I'm shocked that they've done so well, but they really have good relationships with people. So I think E has like a very good chance of winning, actually. All right, 12 more hours. I assume the audience out of Bob, Don, and E is gonna vote for E. So I'm just gonna assume I can count an audience vote. If anyone is strongly Team Bob or Team Don, speak now. What are you doing? I just processed that he's just digging through the trash. Bob, are you good? Are you having fun? Okay. We have a very interesting final 3. I think Don's sleeping. Don, what are you doing? Don's sleeping on the couch. Yeah, this is our final 3, guys. The epitome of Sims, truly. What? You made a mess. Why are you yelling at the trash can, idiot? Although I'm kind of worried that Don's not gonna sleep enough. Because I think Bob's getting in bed. E also doesn't really sleep, so I don't know. E's just kind of built different, though. E's doing a lot of push-ups. I hate to inform E, but there is no, like, physical component to this. I thought there was, but there is not. I did not have a single physical competition planned, so. Yeah, E has to win. This is their project. This is Project E. It's only fitting that E wins. But, this was not rigged for E, obviously. E's has some pretty close calls. He's been at the bottom a couple times. But yeah, E's definitely my pick to win. It's stressing me out that neither of them are sleeping. I just fear that's a dumb idea, guys. Okay, well now I'm feeling good about E, because E's sleeping. Did Don ever go to sleep? Yes, Don's sleeping now, and Bob slept. Well, it is time for the final competition. Let me go ahead and get it set up. This one's a fun one. This is another one that's like not quite PG, but it's The Sims, so it is PG. There's an item called the bubble blowing machine, and you can get not high off of it, but you can get dazed off of it. And so we're gonna say whoever gets dazed, like people who get dazed, they will be eliminated, and whoever is last standing will win round 1. Okay, so I need Bob, I need Don, and I need E. This one they do all need to start at the same time, so I'm gonna be very careful about not letting anyone start. Okay, great. Oh, Don has to pee. That's not gonna be good. I'm gonna say whoever gets dazed, and then whoever, or if they like get up to leave. All right, let's see who can hold their bubbles the best. Now my prediction with this is gonna be Dawn, but we'll see. They're just having a little powwow. I know, it's kind of cute. Like the final 3 little victory ceremony. They just get to blow some bubbles together. I've always wanted to try one of these things. I think it'd be fun. Not the, oh! Okay, I was gonna say that Bob rejected their flirts, but I think they're fine now. I think they're good. Poor Dawn's like third wheeling though. And it's also awkward because Bob and Dawn kind of have a romantic thing. I think it's gonna be hard to keep track of who actually gets dazed, so I'm just gonna do who gets up first. The person who stays seated the longest. Oh no! Okay, E has been eliminated from round 1. Oh, and Dawn has been eliminated from round 2. So Bob is the winner of part 1. So Bob will be in the final 2. So we have to have a battle between Dawn and E. That was crazy. Right as I said that, they were like, all right, we're getting up. Bye. Oh my God, Bob, you're so gross. Get up. Go away. So I think it's only fitting for our last competition that we do. One of the oldest competitions ever, I think. Probably. I don't know. I'm lying, probably. We're going to play chess. It's been in front of them this whole time. They've been able to use it. This is their last chance to save themselves. So we're going to have E versus Dawn. E, go play with Dawn. And whoever wins will be our other final 2 member besides Bob. All right, let's go E. Come on, E. We need an E victory right now. Neither of them are like geniuses, so I'm hoping that it's a pretty even battle, but we'll have to see. Oh, this is so intense. Okay. I'm kind of worried about E though, because E's kind of a wild card. I feel like chess is not going to be E's strong suit, but also it's Don Lothario. Oh, I don't know. It's looking bad for E. Oh, okay. Okay, can E pull this out? Oh, Dawn, you cheater! Oh my gosh, the T. Oh my gosh, I think E won. E, you can be ambitious. Did E win? Who won? Who won? Who won? E won! Oh my gosh, guys, no way. Oh my gosh, E is so cracked. Okay, so our final two is E and Bob pancakes. These star-crossed lovers. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That is so crazy. Okay, so I'm already gonna assume that the audience vote is gonna go to E. So Bob already has one. I'm gonna count votes for this time. I'm gonna count votes for. So E has 1 vote to win. Okay, so Vladdy, between E and Bob, E has a 15 and Bob has a 5. That's another vote for E. So we got 2 votes for E. That's a 25 and a 28. So that's 1 vote for Bob, 2 votes for E. Akira has a 20 with Bob and an 18. So they're 2-2 now. They are at 2-2 now. Lilith has a, where's Bob? Has a 14 and a 25. That is 3 votes for E, 2 votes for Bob. Don Lothario has a 50 with E. So that is 4 votes for E and 2 for Bob. Bob can't vote. So I think we have an E victory, but it's a very close victory. Because Siobhan, so it is a 4-3 E victory. That is so exciting. Congratulations, E, with that clutch chess match. I am so proud of E. Oh my goodness, what a wild game of Big Brother. Thank you all for joining me. I will be donating $50 in just a minute in E's name. E will be donating all of their prize winnings. So thank you guys for hanging out. I think truly your support for E just like pushed E over the limit. I cannot believe that happened, truly. But yeah, E, the greatest Big Brother player of all time, despite being a little bit insane. Congrats, E. Thank you guys all for joining me with this adventure. It's been very fun to kind of test run this out, and I think it worked pretty good. I think it's pretty fun to do. I'm thinking about doing this like a long form thing, so instead of being in a day, it actually is a week, and seeing what happens with that. But yeah, E will forever go down in history as the very first Sim Big Brother winner. Somehow. Thank you so much for watching to the very end of the video. If you enjoyed, then please consider subscribing. Please also consider donating to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention if you're able to. It truly is an amazing organization, and it would really just mean the world to me and everyone else who worked on this event. With that, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Please take care of yourself, drink some water, and be kind to yourself. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.